After what's been a tough year for the Constructors' Champions, they will need to lick their wounds ahead of the 2022 Formula One season. Yes, although they are the Constructors' Champions, you can't help but think how will Mercedes, and Lewis Hamilton in particular, bounce back from adversity after the debacle that was 2021. Welcome to my F1 channel, welcome to Peter on Pole. My name is Peter, in pole position. Let's preview the Formula One 2022 season for the Silver Arrows. Let's start with silver because rumour has it that the team will be going back in silver for the 2022 season. Sorry AC/DC, it was fun while it lasted. Now let's be very clear, Lewis Hamilton will be back in the fold, trust me. Just let the dust settle, let the smoke clear. Angela, everyone is counting on you, okay? Do what you need to do to get that man back in prime position ahead of the 2022 season, because my goodness, the rage, the anger, the injustice that Lewis Hamilton must be feeling, my goodness, I would dread to think what he's going to look like when the visor's down and the season kicks off, because my goodness, he's going to be coming for everybody's neck. Lewis will be looking to get his 8th title and nothing less. I can assure you, that's what he'll put all of his energy into this season. It's scary when Lewis is in front, but my goodness, when he's the hunter, I don't want no part of this. George Russell, following on from your Sakir Grand Prix back in 2020, which you were robbed from, listen mate, get yourself underneath the table, make sure you learn the car a bit better, make sure you learn this season, because I tell you what an opportunity it is for the Brit. We need to see podium after podium, and how about some 1-2 finishes this season, because I tell you what, last year, Mercedes, no 1-2 finish, howler. But George, bide your time, okay? You've just joined the team. The last thing I think the team needs, or even Toto Wolff needs, is any feathers being ruffled. Lewis Hamilton may not be there long, and I know this might not sound like good advice because, my goodness, if you're a Formula One driver in the best car on the grid, of course you want to care, all you care about is championships. Remember when Lewis joined McLaren, but look at how that ended, look at the cluster that it happened. Imagine Fernando Alonso, Lewis Hamilton in a McLaren, and they don't win anything, no constructors and no drivers championship. As I said, get your feet under the table in 2022. 2023, however, it's game on. Word of advice to Mercedes in general, by the way, for 2022, listen, technical team, the directors, the operations people, whoever you are, make sure you start the season strong, because as much as of a fast 2021 was for you, listen, we can always avoid even being in this mess in the first place. What do I mean? Well, if you look in football, for example, referees are doing fast after fast after fast. However, that doesn't stop you from winning championships. And remember at the start of last season, man, the Red Bulls were looking very, very good, but the Mercedes were looking awful by their standards. But Mercedes being Mercedes, the world-class talent that they are, the car got better and better as the season went on. And in fact, I would even argue that it had the best car at the end of the season. I'm just saying, I know Lewis Hamilton got absolutely screwed. However, let's not forget Mercedes' own faults in this championship last year. And who knows, maybe I could be way off in this. Make sure you comment down below. But maybe they were looking into this season, at the start of last season, thinking about 2022, the new regulations. Maybe there was a bit of a, one hand in that pie versus one hand on last season's pie. But I tell you what, nonetheless, they lost the title at the end of the day. They need to get back, dust themselves off, and make sure they hunt down Red Bull and whoever it may be that will be title challenging this year. But let me know, am I being harsh? Comment down below. And Toto Wolff, I'm expecting you as well to dust yourself off, relax, remember who you are, remember what team you're representing, and remember you're not just representing Lewis Hamilton here, that you're representing a whole team of world-class talent, from the administrators to the mechanics to the electricians, whoever it may be, up until the drivers, of course. Remember, there is more to this situation. There is more at Mercedes than Lewis Hamilton. It is about the team. And to be fair, the reason why Mercedes was so good and so successful was because it was a team effort. It was every single person in that team, every cog in that wheel was the reason why Lewis Hamilton 6 titles with Mercedes, and also the reason why Mercedes had 8 constructors titles. I mean, come on guys, 8, and in a row as well. So Toto, keep your mind in the game, keep your head screwed on, because remember, you're representing a whole plethora of people, including the fans as well. And remember, dust yourself off. Make sure that you can bounce back from adversity, because it starts and it ends with the leader in Toto Wolff. That was my preview ahead of the 2022 Formula One season for Mercedes. Remember, the Constructors' Champions, Mercedes. Will they bounce back? We will look forward to seeing it happen, if it may happen. Who knows what kind of season we're going to have? I keep saying it time and time again. 2022 is going to stir up some wonderful recipes. We haven't got a clue what to expect, but I'm pretty sure Mercedes, with the IQ that they have, they will be very much in the mix of the title race. But let's see as the season unfolds. With that, people, lights out.